हाय गाइस, मेरा नाम है ध्रुव और आप देख रहे हैं डीजी रिदम्स का यूट्यूब चैनल। सो आई जस्ट केम फ्रॉम लाइक मॉल और मैं मेरे दोस्तों के साथ था बहुत टाइम बाद and I felt this need to share this thing with you. In this video, we're gonna talk about how I sorted my first second year. In this video, you'll know some things that we all did in the first year as like musicians, as music students, as music school students. So how this video came by in my mind was after a long time I was going to the mall, and first second year mein me and my friends used to go to the mall often. We used to play pool, 8 ball pool often. We used to go hang out more, Abhi aajkal today we were together because of an exam ki exam tha. Even I am not here most of the time in Delhi, but I'll tell you what, Delhi, from like the beauty, like from the streets of Chandni Chowk to like the beauty of Humayun's tomb, the Delhi city is very beautiful. So first year I just traveled, Personally me, I went to like the Qutub Minar, and then I went to all the malls, all the fancy malls in Vasant Kunj and places. Also like Delhi is the hub of creativity, so like a lot of music concerts and a lot of studios are here. So I decided to like visit because I'm doing like a degree in music. I often went to other cities like Jaipur, but the creativity this town has, Delhi, is amazing because I've been to Bombay, but Delhi has a different kind of musicians, different breed of musicians. So I've explored like a lot of like bars where there are open mic. First year itself, a lot of the students were not that active, to be very honest, but I was like very keen on going out and performing back then, not right now. Back then, I performed on a couple of like open mics, and I had some unreleased music, and finding all of these bars and all of these cafes. So first year I thought, why not exploring like the city, like the beauty of this city, and the creativity. We went to like a lot of concerts and stuff. So the kind of city Delhi is, parties and very uplifting, young crowd, and people are very enthusiastic. Delhi is like very beautiful, and it's also like the city which never sleeps. It's like Bombay in a very much sense, because दिल्ली में वैसे I think Bombay में लोग सो जाते हैं 12 बजे, but दिल्ली में पार्टी ही 1-2 बजे चालू होती है. That happens, and I've seen that live. And when you see these things live, it pans your mind. But mostly in the first year, my plan was to travel. मैं जब 8th or 9th में था, मैं जयपुर तक अकेला गया था, but I wanted to travel alone. So as soon as I entered my college in Delhi, I traveled to Dehradun. It was like a beautiful city. I went with the bus, and my bus की ticket, for the first time, पहली बार that bus की ticket खुद करी वहाँ गया, and nobody knew, none of my parents knew about that back then. और इतना मज़ा आया, I had little money. I had a few friends staying in Dehradun who I wanted to meet. उनसे मिला, and for 2 days I stayed there all alone, all independent. First night I was like, गलती से I was in like a shady kind of an hotel. But it was a fun experience. I wanted to travel, and when I came to college, my first year was like mostly going to like making friends, and then talking to different people, sitting with them. And as soon as the second year hits, by the end of like the first year, you kind of realize that you need to upskill, because a lot of your arrogance, a lot of your ego gets broken down. Because जब आप नए आते हो, as a teen entering to college, you feel, I know this, I know that, because let's say your city is this, your city is that, but जैसे तुम college आते हो, there are people who are better than you because of networking. They get more opportunities then. So you kind of learn how Delhi works, how Bombay works, how a city works. And for the first year, like one of my key points we are going to talk about in this video is like travel, upskill. And upskilling, I realized I used to think without gear there a lot of things are possible without like buying a certain gear, but then I bought, tried and tested out, bought some good gears and some cheaper gears. I tried and tested them out, और जब मुझे realize हुआ कि oh man, gear can make and break your stuff. Because what happens is, if you're listening from a crappy gear, a lot of the times your perception gets like broke, like you get distracted a lot. And when you have like a premium, proper perfect pair of some speakers and some headphones, and for music, a lot of the instruments needs to be precisely tuned, precise words, as soon as I realized कि वो अच्छा होगा and I can upskill, I bought a lot of things. And I don't agree with people who say you don't need like You need to know first. Yeah, man, I was in a music school. I was practicing every day, but how will you practice if you don't have a good instrument? And that's what, like, the first thing I did was to travel, and the second thing I did was to like buy a good instrument. As soon as I, like, I tested out a lot of the music shops, a lot of the music studios, कि क्या चलता है Delhi में, and it was an amazing and overwhelming experience at first, but it was an amazing experience. The third thing I felt, I lagged was networking. When I was in like Kota, Rajasthan, everybody knew everybody, and it's like I'll not say it's like easy. It was easy for me to like make friends there, but यहाँ पे आके it was easier for me to make friends, but to keep on building that friendship was harder, to maintain that. Apart from friendships, I needed like after like the end of the first year, I realized that I need to go out to like all of these networking events that happens in Delhi. Did not know about them at all. So somehow धीरे धीरे करके I went to Bombay, then I went to Bangalore. Or how these networking, I used to earlier think that these networking events don't work, but a lot of the times when I networked at this event, maybe I did not find business, I found friends, and later in life maybe these are the only people that you contact to get your work done. Because even though I did not get like a lot of business, I got a lot of understanding of the business through these events, because these are sort of marketing events for the companies as well, where you like meet people and you hang out with them, and you became friends. You cannot attract a lot of people towards you, but a lot of the information that you have, in a lot of the opportunities you can grab in this is like much larger. I think these are the top three things that I want you guys to like do in your like first year of music college. And आज मुझे ये trigger किया that we used to, even after doing a lot of these things, I used to hang out with my friends all the time. I was continuously doing all of these things, networking and going to the mall, going to play pool and making music, and there was still time left. And this is what I realized today, after hanging out with a lot of my friends after like a month, because I was out of town and for work and for. Thank you so much for watching. This is Dhruv. You're watching DG Rhythms YouTube channel.